welcome back to the channel with your boy Bra Kobe. If you're new here, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications so that I can get updated on every video that gets posted on this channel. Don't forget to share the channel as well so that we can all grow together. Alright, so today we're going to be doing a review of the NBA playoffs. Yeah, we're going to be doing a review of game 1 of the playoffs. So let's not waste much time. Let's take it from the East. So game 1, the Sixers took on the Nets at home, and then kind of a blowout game where the Sixers ended the game with a 121 win over the Nets, who had 101. That's a 20-point gap. Embiid going for 26 points on 47% shooting. Mikal Bridges had his day where he shot 67% from the field with 30 points. Yeah, Philly had a 9-point lead at halftime and then ended the game with a 20-point gap. That's impressive. And then the Celtics took on the Hawks. Celtics led by as much as 30 points. 30 good points at the end of halftime, but then they managed to drop that lead and ended up winning the game by 112-99. It's like a 13-point difference. That's quite bad, dropping from 30-point difference to 13 points. But then what can you say? They still had the win. Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum going for double-doubles each, and then DeJounte Murray going for 24, 8, and 6, even though they lost. Yeah. So we move on to the Cavs losing at home. Cavs losing at home to the Knicks. Jalen Brunson leading the Knicks to a 101-97 win over the Cavs on the road. Brunson going for 27 points, shooting 46% from the field, and then Spider Mitchell going for 38, shooting 47% from the field. The Knicks had a 5-point lead at the halftime, so kind of makes it up for how they won, but then it was a close game. Now the Bucks versus the Heat. Bucks lost at home to Miami Heat. Very big game in the playoffs, though. Even though it's just game 1, it was quite well. We didn't expect it to go down this way, but then the Heat had a 13-point win, 13-point difference. Yeah, won with 13-point difference over the Bucks. The Bucks lost their Greek freak after he played for just 11 minutes. He had a back injury during the game, so he had to leave the game very, very, very early. Chris Middleton did his best, tried to put the Bucks on his back, but then the help wasn't coming in. Drew Holiday had a bad night. He had a very bad shooting night. Although he gave up 16 assists, but then he had a very bad shooting night. He only had like 16 points, shooting 33% from the field. Chris Middleton gave 33 points and 9 rebounds on 60% shooting. Jimmy Butler leading the Miami Heat with 36 points and 11 assists, also shooting with 3 steals, also shooting 56% from the field. Halftime led by as much as 13. That's basically what they won the game by. They won by the same 13 points. That's the lead they had at halftime. So let's say the Heat did their best. Now let's move on to the West. The first game of the West was the Kings versus the Golden State Warriors. The Kings had a very impressive game, coming back from 6 points down to win the game in the fourth quarter. De'Aaron Fox and then Malik Monk both combining for 70 points in the 126-123 win. They won by just 3 points, and then it was a great game. It was such a great game. People say the Kings will be so exhausted for game 2 because they gave their all and then put all their energy into winning game 1 just because they were playing at home. But then if you've watched the regular season, the Kings have practically been this energetic and then playing so well throughout the season. So I don't really see that as a flaw in their plan, where they decided to go all out and get a win at home in game 1. And then people are saying they're not going to have a good day again. But they also forget that their second best player wasn't having a good day. Sabonis wasn't really shooting well in that game. So you can't say who's going to play bad, who's going to play good. But then, yeah, they got the win in the first game. Curry also going for 30 points on 50 43% shooting. It's not easy. Then we have the second game in the West where the Grizzlies play the Lakers. Another injury coming in as Ja Morant ended up hurting his hand. He landed on his hand. I don't know if he was trying to dunk that or he was going for a layup, but then AD was in front of him. He couldn't get it, and then he just landed on his hand, which was already bandaged. So he ended up having to leave the game after playing just 30 minutes. In the end, the Lakers won after being down by 6 at halftime. The Lakers ended up winning the game by 128-112. They won the game by 16 points difference, going for 15-0 in the last 3 minutes of the game. Austin Reeves and Hachimura leading the Lakers to the win. We have 4 Lakers having over 20 points, also shooting 50+% from the field. Hachimura going for 29, Austin Reeves going for 23. He had 14 good points in the fourth quarter. AD going for 22 points, 12 rebounds. LeBron James going for 21 points and 11 rebounds. Jaren Jackson Jr. had 30+ points, but then he couldn't win the game all by himself. So the Grizzlies ended up losing game 1 at home to the Lakers. And then one of the most anticipated games this season, one of the most intriguing series this playoff is the Clippers versus the Suns. The Clippers managed to get an away win in Phoenix last night, where they ended up winning the game by a 5-point difference. Kawhi hasn't played a playoff game in almost 2 years. He came back and he gave us a great game. He had 38 points by shooting 54% from the field. Westbrook had a very bad game. His shooting was very bad, but then he made up for it with his hustle plays, his assists. Russell Westbrook was everywhere. He had 5 offensive rebounds. He ended up having 10 rebounds, and he had 5 offensive rebounds. He also gave up 8 assists. KD also had 27 points. He had 9 rebounds and 11 assists. Devin Booker also had a great game. He went for 26 points. He ended up with 4 steals and 3 blocks. CP3 also had 11 rebounds and 10 assists. He had just 7 points, so his shooting game was as bad as Russell Westbrook, but then they both made up for it in their own way. Westbrook had about 3 blocks, 2 steals. Westbrook did his best to put the game, to help get the game. He had 2 clutch free throws to help the Clippers get this win on the road. Can't wait for game 2. It was so epic watching Kawhi and KD go at it. And then the last game in the West, Denver versus Timberwolves. Denver winning the game by 29 points. It was a 109-80 game, and then Denver practically led the whole game. They led the whole game. Denver led the whole game. So they ended up winning. Jamal Murray going for 24 points, 8 rebounds, and 8 assists. And then Anthony Edwards led the Timberwolves with just 18 points. So, as you've seen, the playoffs isn't going as much as you expected. Well, basically, let's say I would have tipped the Sixers to win. Being a Celtics fan, I always want my team to win. Didn't expect Cavs to lose at home in game 1. And then the Bucks, well, you can make the argument that it's because Giannis was hurt. Basically, you lost your best player after he played for just 11 minutes in a 48 minutes game. It raises concern. And then the Kings kind of pulled off an upset because people didn't expect them to beat the Golden State Warriors. People were expected a very tough game between the Lakers and then the Grizzlies. Clippers and Suns, the game was entertaining, like we expected it to be entertaining. But then again, people expected the Suns to win at home, and then the Clippers ended up pulling an upset. Denver winning as they should, because there's no way. I actually think Denver is going to sweep there. Tim is going to sweep Timberwolves. I have Clippers winning against Suns, but then Clippers winning in like 6 or 7 games. Lakers and Grizzlies still can't say who's going to carry it. Kings and then Golden State, well, anything can happen with that. In the East, Sixers probably are going to sweep the Nets. Celtics are going to sweep the Hawks. Cavs and Knicks, I see going for about 6 or 7 games. And then the Bucks and the Heat probably going for another 7 games. That is if they are able to get Giannis back. And then Drew Holiday has a good game going on. And then the Heat also lost Tyler Hero. I don't know if he's going to come back. So with that, let's just say the playoffs are going well. Some are losing their good players, others are also losing the matches they're supposed to win. It was a great game 1. Can't wait for game 2 to go on. Until next time, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and share this channel as well. Let's all grow together. By the way, send in your comments on who you have winning the tour. I have Celtics carrying the East, and then I have the Clippers or Golden State Warriors carrying the West. That's my opinion. You can have yours. So send in your comments. Let's see who you have winning. Our Celtics winning it all though. Alright, so until next time, it's your boy Brad Kobe, and this has been the Sweet Spot. Peace.